Hello and welcome to Mayday Media. We're pointing out some articles online. Got a couple interesting ones here. These are going to be quickies today. I'm going to hit on these. And cryptocurrency scientists have grown human spine in a lab. Now, it's alive. I mean, really, it's kind of what I think. But at the same time, this is going to be big for a lot of people. Probably be another few years. We'll read through it. Aqara's little do-it-all dial was one of the most interesting home products at CES. Now, yeah, this is pretty neat. It does more than just temperature. I'll put it to you that way. If you're into little quick gadgets, a little more convenient, this might be your thing, and for your thermostat. So it's kind of all in one. And we'll go over the Bitcoin cryptocurrency. What we got here? It's refresh this. 91,889. We'll take a look. See, like, subscribe if you like the information. If you want to. Scientists have officially grown a notochord, the tissue that acts as a GPS for developing embryo by guiding the formation of the spine and nervous system. Previous attempts to create a notochord from human stem cells have failed because scientists didn't have a firm grasp on the ideal timing of the introduction of certain biological ingredients to spur growth. Now that they have grown a notochord, albeit a simple one, the researchers hope this lab-grown spinal tissue will give us insights into spine-related birth defects and other invertebrated discs, the cushy tissue that lies between the vertebrae. When people say grow a backbone, they usually don't mean it literally, but scientists in the Francis Crick Institute in London recently took the challenges to heart and successfully developed a human stem cell model with notochord tissues. During the development of an embryo, this rod-like tissue acts as a kind of crucial scaffold that helps dictate where their cells should build up on the spine. Now, what kind of model? Is that a computer model? As if it's a computer model, I mean, that's not really, scientific work. That's just a computer generator. A 12-year-old with the right knowledge could build something like that. This is the first stem cell model to contain a notochord, which is a big deal considering their central role in early embryonic development. Notochord acts like a GPS for developing embryo, helping establish the body's main axis and guiding the formation of the spine and nervous system. James Briscoe, senior author of a study, said, "Until now it's been difficult to generate this vital tissue in the lab, limiting our ability to study human development and disorders. In order to create this human notochord, scientists had to rely on some help from our fellow vertebrate friends. First, they analyzed chicken embryos and compared them to mice and monkeys, animals closer to the particular branch of the tree of life. With this information, the researchers could develop the timing and sequence of molecule signals needed to create a stem cell model with notochord tissues." So they analyzed chicken embryos, compared them to mice and monkeys, animals closer to that particular branch on the tree of life. With this information, the researchers could then develop the timing sequence of molecular signals needed to create a stem cell model with notochord tissue. Well, I understand about none of that. Because this stem cell model, rather than a full-blown embryo, the cells create a trunk-like structure that extends 1 to 2 millimeters in length. Although not the most substantial of spines, this minuscule structure crucially contained all the neural tissues and bone cells correctly arranged in the pattern, just like those found in human embryos. What's particularly exciting is the notochord in our lab-grown structures appears to function similar to how it would in a developing embryo. It sends chemical signals that help organize surrounding tissue just as it would during typical development. This is particularly important as a working notochord in a human stem cell could help further research how birth defects affect the spine or spinal cord. The researchers note that it could also be valuable for studying intervertebral discs, the shocking absorbing cushion located between the vertebrae. Now that we've created the model which works, Briscoe said, this opens the door to study development conditions that we've been in the dark about. Well, there you got it. So probably in another couple years you're going to start hearing probably things in monkeys regrowing their spines. 5 years, you might hear about it in people. And who knows now? This, with this, it opens the doors. It says Aqara's little do-it-all dial. Aqara entered the CES with a slew of new smart home devices and focused on creating unique connected controls for a wide variety of home tech, no matter who you got it from. That includes one of the most unique home gadgets we spotted at CES this year, the touchscreen dial V1, a multi-purpose knob that can help out all kinds of smart homes. It's not quite a smart thermostat and not quite a light bulb or a light knob, but instead a general controller, a type of home hub you can connect to all kinds of things. If you've seen the Nest thermostat touchscreen dial combination, you can see the thermostat dial works similarly, except it's not a thermostat and it isn't wired into the thermostat's heating and cooling controls. Instead, it's installed into a common light switch and is significantly smaller than a thermostat. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that backwards. I thought it was surely you can hook it into your thermostat through your Wi-Fi, I guess, if you do all that. But still, I like the fact that it's dexterity. It's got the knob, and that's important. I still like analog stuff. Let's see, where was we at here? Neat way to control connected dimming or changing the color temperature at a touch, but you can also move it to adjust and connect smart curtains or shades, or to bump up the temperature on a wisely connected thermostat. Wirelessly, okay, so you can use it for your wirelessly connected thermostat. And that's only the tip of the comprehensive ice. I thought I read somewhere where you could. The dial is equipped with both a temperature sensor and a humidity sensor, so you can gauge the comfort of a room as well as the proximity sensor. It only lights up once someone approaches. Additionally, you can program it with home routines like morning or evening changes that enact them with a touch of a dial. 1.32-inch touchscreen. Even if you aren't interested in routines, swiping the touchscreen allows the dial to control the lights or drape of your choice. Once installed, you can add accessories via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth from multiple platforms, including Google Home, Apple Home, and Home Alexa. Where you're not using the dial, you can choose a face such as a clock or a temperature reader to get quick info as you pass by. Okay, that's cool. So it can also be a clock, temperature, outside temperature perhaps. Maybe a calendar, what day it is. If buyers are in the mood for something large, they can also wait for the S1 Plus all-in-one control panel, a panel that takes up more space but has a larger touchscreen that can show views from cameras, allowing a two-way audio and other tricks. We like the simplicity and unique style of the touchscreen dial and can't wait to try it out with some of our other home tech. Yeah, that's cool. The touchscreen screen might be cool too, but I do like the way the dial's set up. You can control certain things with it. Knobs are awesome, I think. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin 91628. Let's see, I hate to tell you this, but it was making a head and shoulders at one point. Okay, here we are, Bitcoin. It's made a big giant head and shoulders there. If you look at it correctly, you can see it. That's a bad sign. It looks like it's dumped down here to shoo boy. 89. If she busts through, then you look for it to go all the way down to 75, possibly 85 to 75, maybe even all the way down to 60, 65. And she can go way down, and she can get there quick, and she might stagger around for another couple weeks, couple months. You never know. It's Bitcoin. Just got to be prepared and ready, which is very difficult to do unless you know your market structures and a lot of things that I still don't know very much about. I know enough to play a little bit, make a little money. I'd like to by 50 be sitting at home making my money on trades. Anyway, like, subscribe, toodaloo.